All right, so we are now on day 5. Just woke up I woke up a few hours ago, but I finally got up about an hour or 30 minutes ago. Um, Feeling awesome. Skin is really starting to clear up now. Of course, I got some blemishes from ones that were already there, but I'm starting to look good. It's inflammation is pretty low. Of course, I got a mole right here that's pretty inflamed. That's because I was messing with it. That's my fault. Um, Other than that, I haven't clean shaved, but I shave as close as I possibly can, and usually that even breaks me out a bit. But it looks to be doing pretty good, to be honest with you. Um, so yesterday, I did have some black coffee, of course. It was pretty good. Went through the entire day. I was at work. I got kind of anxious toward 4 or 5 p.m., maybe 6 p.m., simply because I was getting really low on energy because I was running around so much or just doing lifting, I guess. And I did pretty good. This is going to be a little shorter video just because I'm kind of pressed for time. But we were there till about 11 on the dot. And after the caffeine kicked in and I drank some diet tea with no sugar or calories or anything, I definitely got much better. I think it was more so I was getting sick of just plain water. Um, it was, I don't know, something about it. I was starting to feel really way too hydrated, if that makes sense, but I was still thirsty. It was kind of weird. So, kind of mixing it up with coffee and some diet sweet tea and all that kind of stuff, that really helped with it. I had probably 3 or 4 servings of that diet sweet tea, and each serving is only 5 milligrams of sodium, and that's all it's got. No calories, potassium, nothing. Um, so I won't even count it as that. In fact, I've read a lot of people want you to do salt flushes while you do a water fast, and I'm not a fan of that, but sodium salts, I'm kind of hoping it's the same thing. It's whatever. I'm not doing this perfectly to the T, but I'm pretty close to it. No food, simple as that. I have had dreams where I've messed up and eaten something and it's just gone completely wrong, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh, cool, that didn't happen. There was a lot of samples at work that were tempting, but at the same time I told myself, no, this is something I want to complete all the way, and I don't want to mess this up whatsoever. I want to go all the way, get as much of the benefits as I can from it, and just kind of go on from there. Um, at first, the first few days, I was thinking, oh, I'm definitely going to eat like all this food after I'm done. I'm going to start eating this and that. I can finally, eat this and that. And the more I thought yesterday, the more I realized, the point of all this is to get all the toxins out. And if I'm not doing that, or if I do that and I just end up putting them back via, you know, just terrible food in general, then, I'm kind of wasting my time. So when I do go back to eating solid food, I need to stick to my diet. I shouldn't, go, oh, I can definitely have cake now. I can have this and that and so on. I did weigh myself this morning, fairly dehydrated. I weighed myself and I was about 183.6, I believe. So pretty low, about to hit the 170s probably in a day or two, because I'm typically burning 2,000 a day, and if I'm at work it's about 2,400, 2,500. So I'm doing that pretty well. And from what I believe, I think 3,500 calories is equal to about a pound of fat. So if I'm consuming no calories and I'm running off of my fat, every 2 days it should be about a pound and a little more. So that's interesting. So now I'm here, basically it's 12:36 now. It's March 31st. Tomorrow is Easter. I'm not all too sure if I'm going to go to Easter. I figure I'm just going to come home after work tonight, just jump in the shower, take a nice hot shower, kind of try to finish with cold water, simply because I don't want the shock of hot and cold water to possibly make me pass out. So I'm just gonna go hot water, kind of relax. And I've read a lot of people say a lot of toxins get released from your skin. So I'm gonna take a nice deep shower, Definitely clean, long, and all that stuff. So the hunger is always there in the background, if you're wondering about that. But at some point, I almost confuse being dehydrated for hunger. And they're so similar, it's kind of weird, and you don't realize it until you go on something like a water fast and go, oh geez, I'm actually just thirsty and I'm hungry. Because as soon as you drink something, you're completely fine. Even if it's just a small amount of water, you feel little to no hunger that completely leaves your mind. Basically, my cheat that I look forward to every day now that's keeping me going is my peppermint tea. And I just love it. It's so much flavor. You don't appreciate this kind of stuff unless you're in a water fast. I did notice something brushing my teeth. It looks like plaque, but it's this white stuff that builds up on your gums. And I believe that is a combination of ketones and possibly sucralose buildup. I'm not entirely sure. But like right now you can't see it. But well, no, it's not even. I brushed it off. But this morning I looked and there was this line, like this thick layer of just white stuff. I don't know what it was, but it came off super easy. And I did hear that your breath gets very bad when you do a water fast, specifically because the ketones don't smell so well. Same thing with protein or something like that. When it comes to the specific research, I know the general amount. I know ketones sometimes often give off the smell of alcohol. That's why diabetics, if you ever assume that they're drinking, which they could be, you never know, everybody's different, but most people, when they go into ketosis, their breath smells of alcohol almost, and a lot of them get accused for drinking, and they will act loopy because their blood sugar is so low. If I'm wrong, correct me. That's why those ketone strips are made for them, because they need to know if they're in ketosis. Why exactly, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe when your blood sugar drops, that's all that happens. I'm not into diabetes so much, more so just weight loss. So at some point I do intend to learn more about that aspect of nutrition, diabetes type 1 and 2. But for now, I'm kind of just concentrating on myself and what's working for me. I'm definitely losing a lot of fat, which is cool. My face is starting to lose a little bit more, even as with a shaved face. But yeah, the shirt I'm wearing right now, I believe, is a medium compression shirt. It's not too compression-y, but it used to be very tight on me at 200 pounds. And now it's fitting me rather loosely. So that's just to give you an idea of where I'm at there. So yeah, this is a really interesting little experiment I got going on. A lot of people say to go on plant-based diets after they finish a water fast, basically become vegetarian. I don't know if I want to do that. I did consider it a lot last night, especially while I was at work, right before I went to sleep. And I may do it. I just don't have a want to do it. I want to be able to eat meat and not be afraid of breaking out, or eat meat and not be afraid of feeling I might get sick or something, or I'm intoxicating my body. Yeah, if I do go back to eating meat and everything's fine, I'm going to continue. If I eat it and I start breaking out, I start feeling sluggish of some sort, then I might actually avoid it. I don't know the reason. I don't think you can be intolerant of meat. But I'm definitely excited for Tuesday to break my fast and just see where I go from there, see what it's like to start absorbing vitamins and protein, just kind of starting over. That's something I want to do, and I'm really looking forward to. In the future, I might do intermediate fasting, or intermittent fasting, I think it's called, where you go either 1, 2, 3, sometimes 5 days on a water fast. And I think that might be a better option for me, because the mental power that you need to simply jumpstart a long fast knowing you're going to go for a while, it's kind of, it weakens you a little bit. At least for me. It might be different for everybody else, but for me specifically, it weakens me. But once I get to the third and fourth day, I'm like, cool. But I do really enjoy what's going on. I appreciate taste so much more. I notice the scents are much more sensitive. I was doing some cleaning with chemicals yesterday, and I could just kind of smell, and I really wanted to back away from it. And normally I wouldn't care and I wouldn't smell it, but I would notice, as I would inhale it, I'm like, I don't want this in my body, if that makes any sense. So my scent has definitely improved. My taste has definitely gotten much more refined. I'm very excited to start eating fruits and vegetables again. Just overall, I'm feeling really good. Would I recommend this? Yes. Do I highly recommend going to a doctor first to get checked up? Yes. There are times where you need to break a fast early. I've been looking up. That's whenever you're getting pounding headaches constantly, you're getting dizzy to the point where you're coming close to passing out. There's all kinds of reasons to break your fast for health reasons. You're throwing up water, I haven't had any of those experiences, and I'm not talking about the dizziness or lightheadedness when you stand up quickly from, being on your knees for so long or squatting for so long. I'm talking, you've been standing up for a while, 10 minutes now, you're walking around and you're just about to pass out. That's not something you want. That's not a good thing for a water fast to do. You don't want to hurt yourself trying to heal yourself. You're contradicting yourself. And yeah, you could probably push through it, but I don't recommend that. So far, I felt healthy, so I'm gonna continue and then break my fast until Tuesday. Like I said, with tomato soup, I'm gonna try and water it down just so it's not such a shock. I'm definitely gonna do some beef broth or chicken broth, and then a few hours later, same thing, maybe introducing some like chicken noodle soup, or maybe, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it, but toward the end of the day, I'm definitely going to eat heavier solid food. I'm definitely going to eat cantaloupe and watermelon and broccoli and cauliflower. I've never been a fan of cauliflower, but it sounds delicious to me right now, even if it has no flavor. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I got about an hour before I have to leave for work. So I'm gonna hurry up and edit this video. Hopefully I can upload it. So I will see you guys later.